Right guys, this is Josh, and today I'm going to be bringing you a class setup video, and the class setup I'm going to be bringing you is an SMG, and the gun I've chosen to go with in this class setup video is the K7. The reasoning behind that is because the K7 has already got an integrated silencer, and if you're going to be rushing into the enemy spawn, which you're supposed to do with an SMG, as SMGs are primarily for short range, as it's got an integrated silencer, it means you've practically got 3 attachments, even though you're not using the 3 attachments perk. So the gun I'm choosing is the K7. As I said, it's got an integrated silencer, which is already a benefit. It's also really good at short range. I think it's the best in its class at short range gunfights, and obviously SMGs are primarily for short range gunfights. It is very good at long range, at medium range even as well, but that's only if you have the right control over it. But that's why I use the attachment grip. So yeah, the 2 attachments that I'd use, as well as obviously the integrated silencer, is the grip. The reason behind that is because it is quite a high recoil gun unless you use the grip. So when you get into those medium to long range gunfights, unless you've got grip on, you're really not going to win them. And I do suggest, if you get into long range gunfights or medium range, to tap the trigger. If you tap the trigger, then it's obviously going to keep the gun more accurate, but tap it quite quickly, obviously. Just leave like a tiny pause between each burst of fire. So yeah, the perks that I use in this class setup are Ready Up. The reason, I'm obviously going to go through each one and like go into detail of why. So yeah, use Ready Up. The reason behind that is because Ready Up is like, so say you're sprinting with your gun and you haven't got Ready Up, your gun is going to take about 1 to 2 seconds, maybe like 1.2 seconds to pull up, whereas with Ready Up it takes about 0.5, and it means that if you're running towards somebody and someone's running towards you, like you're sprinting towards them, they're sprinting towards you, and you've got Ready Up and he doesn't, you're going to pull your gun up faster to then get ready to aim or even just fire, even if you're going to hit fire. So it gives you a little bit of an advantage over people if you're sprinting, and obviously if you're using SMG and you're running in, that is what you're supposed to be doing, you're supposed to be sprinting. So that's the reason for Ready Up. I also use Agility, as you're using an SMG, so you want to be up in the enemy's face, because this gun is really good at short range as well. So as you see there, at long range it wasn't very good, but at short range or medium range there, like you saw, it's really good. So you want to be up in the enemy's face. I also use Marathon, so again you can just get up in the enemy's face, you never stop sprinting with it, and also that helps use the perk Ready Up well as well. That's obviously why you're going to be needing Ready Up. I use Dead Silence so that you can hear people, so that people can't hear you, because sound touring is a really big feature of this game. So yeah, use Dead Silence so people can't hear you when you're rushing through the enemy spawn, obviously using Marathon and Lightweight, and because you're using an SMG. Use Amplify so that if you're in the enemy spawn and someone's spawned behind you or someone's running up alongside you, you can hear them. Amplify is really good in this game because sound touring's already like overpowered as it is, and then to use Amplify just increases the amount of sound. And focus. The reason behind focus is this gun, like when you get shot on any kind of COD, if you shoot the first bullet, even sometimes you can get shot back, and if he lands that bullet and your gun recoils up, that can easily lose you a gunfight. And especially with an SMG at like long range, if you're tapping the trigger, if they hit one bullet on you, you've pretty much lost the gunfight if they're using an assault rifle. So focus is a really good perk, and I'd use it with any gun, not just an SMG. The specialist perks, I do use specialist. That's the perk setup I'd use if you're going to use this class setup. So use specialist. I don't use any lethal grenades, and I don't use any tactical grenades, and I don't use a secondary. The reason behind that is because I feel like, because on this game Scavenger doesn't replenish any of those like tactical or lethal grenades, and your pistol isn't very good. You're going to be coming across a lot of people, yeah, but in your specialist bonus you use sleight of hand, you reload your gun pretty quick, so there's just no need. It has a quick reload time. So yeah, in your specialist perks you want to be using Scavenger, just so that you can pick up that ammo if you're going on those long streaks. Quick draw, so that obviously you pull up your aim quicker. Like ADS time in this game is quite like a really important thing, so you really want to be able to pull your aim up quickly. Sleight of hand, obviously you want to get the quick reload in there. You don't want to be taking forever to reload. Off the grid, so that you're obviously not on the enemy's radar. The last thing you want to be is on the radar and people waiting around corners. ICU, as if you're in the enemy spawn, you come across like 2 people, or you come across a guy and then 5 seconds later come across another. ICU helps you regenerate your health quicker, and if you can regenerate your health quicker, it gives you a better advantage while you're in the enemy spawn if you get shot twice. use blast shield, as a lot of people use IEDs and will be waiting around corners and stuff for you. So you don't want to end up getting killed on like by an IED on like a 21 gun streak. And also use the perk takedown, as you've only got one more slot left in your specialist. And takedown, what it does is it doesn't show like your enemy's death, like skull on the screen, and that's a really good feature, as people really subconsciously see them and like aim towards them if they're near them. So yeah, that's the class setup. I really do suggest going and using it. I've had many chems with it, and I'm sure I'll get many more. That's pretty much it. Please leave a like right on the video. Come check out my channel. Have a nice day, and bye.